This is Rob with SafeNet AT, and today we're configuring ProtectSED to work on the Klas Voyager box. This is on the VM unit, but should work on any of the Voyager tactical compute units. We've already configured the BIOS to enable booting from the network using PXE boot. So for this boot, since the drive is currently unlocked, we go into the Klas box and select the first network adapter to boot from. As you can see, it's now connecting to the DHCP server to get a DHCP address, and then it connects to the TFTP boot server and downloads the boot image. Once this is running, then the boot image itself also tries to connect over DHCP to get addresses for all of the network ports. Depending on how many network ports you have on the device, this can take some time. Okay, the pre-boot agent has launched, and we can now use the menu to select Get Drive Status. As we can see, there is a drive in the system, and it is OBL compliant, which means we can use ProtectSED to protect this drive. Now we select the Enable SED Security option. This will reach out to the key secure and generate a key based on the serial number of the drive, and then use that key for enabling locking and unlocking of the drive. Once this happens, the drive is set with locking enabled, but we have to power down the system for this to take effect. Once the system is powered down, the drive enters a lock state, and without the key, the data is inaccessible. So the first time we boot from a power down state, the SSD is not in a bootable state, so the BIOS automatically skips to the next bootable device, which in this case is the PXE boot network adapter. Again, we see PXE boot downloading the image, running it, trying to get DHCP addresses for any network adapters, and then it'll launch the pre-boot agent. At this menu, you can hit Enter on Launch Pre-boot Authentication. This will connect to the key secure, retrieve the correct key for the serial number of the drive, unlock the drive, and then reboot. On a soft reboot, we see that it does launch into Windows that's installed on the system. This will remain running until power is removed from the drive. So now we're going to install the Windows agent for ProtectSED. This will allow us to monitor the SED from ProtectSED Manager, and we can remotely zeroize and do other administrative tasks. We have the files downloaded, and we included the PSED Windows agent config file. This was generated from PSED Manager when we created the boot files. Put those in the same directory, run the install.bat file, the file's installed correctly, and then this last portion here shows that the agent config files did get installed correctly. At this point, we should be good to go. The next step is to look at ProtectSED Manager and see if we can monitor the status of this drive. Here we have ProtectSED Manager running on another server. From ProtectSED Manager, we can log in. And once we're authenticated, we can get a list of any active agents. This shows the agent ID. This shows the name of the key on the particular agent. The status is online. We can double-click on the friendly name and edit this field. It makes it easier to view lists of multiple clients. And then on the right, we have information about the drives, which ones are OBL compliant, whether the current locking state is locked. When we have the agent installed on Windows or Linux, from ProtectSED Manager, we can view current status. If we were still in the pre-boot agent environment on the target machine, we could also use these other options to enable SED security, disable SED security, launch the pre-boot authentication. At any point, we could click Sanitize, which would immediately discard the locking key and make the drive non-recoverable. And there's also a log file option. This shows recent log events that have been recorded.